Isaiah, there are a lot of new faces in the wide receivers room. How do you perceive that battle going on? What is it like?
Yeah, the coaches did a good job bringing in guys who love to compete and are good at what they do. So having a bunch of guys, it just brings good competition to the room and just elevates all of our game.
What have you seen from the quarterbacks? And if you would talk about Trinidad first, and then talk about Deuce Knight and A.J. Maddox and what's going on there.
Yeah, they're all great players. Obviously, we know Trent, what Trent can do, really elite. Love catching passes from him. Deuce, he came in here, has put his head down. He's been grinding. And he's gotten better each and every day. So he's doing real well, too. And A.J. Maddox, cannon for an arm, could throw it probably about 80 yards. I love catching passes from him, too. He just continues to grind and show up every day, and I love what he's doing, too.
Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, you I think last year was supposed to be your last year, but you ultimately ended up being eligible to play another year. Just talk to me about what that process was like and your decision to come back here.
Yeah, I've missed a couple of years with injuries. At my previous school, I had an injury that I missed the whole year, and then my first year I transferred here, I had another injury and basically missed the whole year. So the NCAA thought it was good enough to be able to get another year. So we fought for it, and really honestly it didn't take much because it was pretty self-explanatory on my injuries.
A lot of you guys step up there, and I've heard the word brotherhood a lot. What is that brotherhood? Define that, and what is it like in the receivers room?
Brotherhood, I would just say just sticking with each other no matter what. Like you see us out there, like one goes, we all go. We got a lot of love for each other, and not just as a receiver room, but as a team. I think we're breeding a good competitive team that loves to win, and I think we're going to go to war for each other.
What's your journey been like since you've been here leading up all the way into this spring?
Yeah, like I said, when I first got here, I had that injury. That was pretty tough mentally. Obviously, you miss a whole year, but I just kept going, fought back. Had a decent year, whatever, last year, returning kicks. So we just hope to get a little bit bigger role this year and help the team in whatever way I can.
Kind of on that note, how have you seen yourself excel maybe in different ways that you haven't before in the wide receiver position?
I think just being here just ups your game a little bit, you're going against guys who are elite at what they do, defensive-wise, and like I said, the people you're just in the rooms with. So I think every part of my game has stepped up because if you don't step up, you're going to get left behind. So, I just take it day by day and just put my best foot forward every day.
Every year it seems like Ole Miss is bringing in new receivers in the portal and loading up that room. Why come back here specifically?
Compete. There's no point in running away from it. I love what we got going on here. I love what Pete has going on here. I think we're building something special. We built something special last year, and I think we're going to do it again. So why leave? Let's stay and do it again.
You've talked about the talent in the room. Just what have you seen from some of the transfers, specifically the Syracuse guys, Jonte and Darryl?
Consistent. I think they show up every day with a good mindset. Wanting to get better, wanting to push the guys around them. They're good at leading too, and as a group, I feel like we all got good bond, good connections. So I think we're going to excel really well.
This Ole Miss has produced some great wide receivers. A.J. Brown, D.K. Metcalf, go on and on, Elijah Moore. When you're on the practice field and you look around and you see D.K. Metcalf out there looking at you guys, what does that mean to you to have those eyes on you as a player?
Yeah, you could look at that as motivation because we want to be where they are. So once you see those guys out there, it's just kind of like all right, well, I want to be where he is, so what do I got to do today to get there?
I've asked some of the other pass catchers this just mostly out of curiosity, but knowing how big Trinidad coming back is for the entire offense and for you guys, like what was it like kind of watching that trial and, seeing if you'd be able to come back or not?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I think we all could say that. But, just talking with him, just staying in it, just seeing him up here every day. Honestly, for me, I felt like there was never a doubt. He has a good support system and everything like that. So it was a long journey, but we came out on top, so we're glad about that.
Were you one of the guys live streaming it?
I did a little bit, yeah. I was tuned in, texted them too.
From a player perspective, how are this year's spring drills different from years past, especially under Golding with the kind of new NFL-style system?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
The new spring drills, how are they kind of different?
The spring drills?
Spring drills, yeah.
I don't know if they're much different. I think we do a lot of the same things. I feel like we've been competing in a lot more things because, you know, we got a new team. So we have a lot more competitive drills, I feel like. But, yeah, I think, I mean, the standard's a standard. And, I mean, Coach Pete Golden wants us to stick up to it regardless. So I wouldn't say much has changed, but, like, I think the intensity has ramped up.
Kind of on that, man. You're one of the few guys that have been here, I think, going into your third year. Just what are some of the biggest differences you've seen from having like Kevin as your head coach for 2 years to Golden now for quite a few months now?
I don't really know too much of the difference. I kind of just let things play how they are, you know, stay in my lane. But I would say, I mean, I talked to Pete. I have a really good relationship with him. Kevin's a good dude too. But, you know, we got Pete right now, so that's all I'm focused on.
Questions? Okay.
Appreciate you guys.